Hello, this is Alan speaking here. This is October the 21st. It's roughly at about 10 o'clock in the morning, and I've had time to reflect over a dream I had last night. Okay, what actually happened in this dream was that I was getting ready for an event, and I was in a big house, looked like a double, even triple story house, really nice modern house, big glass fronts on it. And there were lots of people milling around, and we were all getting ready for an event. And as I think on it now, I'm looking at it now, I looked at the event and thought, what was it? And it was actually a marriage. And that really leads into the fact that I've been praying to the Lord for a rapture dream now for about at least 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 weeks. And I said, Lord, I've looked at well over 200 rapture dreams. And I said, Lord, surely you can give me a rapture dream. I mean, I've always been interested in the book of Revelation. And as I kept on thinking and kept on looking and kept on thinking, I thought, Jesus, it's about time that you kind of came up with a dream that I could hang and just look at daily and think, gee, it's coming, it's happening. But yeah, there's certain things have been going on in my life. Okay, so I'll get back to the dream. So I'm in this big house, and I can see these big glass frontage windows, and we're all milling around, and I'm actually looking at it from the outside, and I can see them all getting ready, and they're saying, come on, Alan, get going, Now, there's a limo outside. It's waiting. It's waiting to pick us up. We're going to the wedding. We have to be there on time. Get ready. And I'm about 100 meters off. I'm in a shed that's in the bottom of the garden, quite a nice one. And I'm just plinking around and thinking. I said, okay, look, I'm coming. I'm just got to finish this off. And they said, no, can't get ready. You've got to get dressed. You've got to get going. So I kind of looked up and I could see that the limo had arrived in the driveway. And as I looked up, it was a lovely big limo. It was one of these big American ones with, it had nice white wall rim tires, lovely black. It was all, and people were getting into the limo, all getting loaded up, getting into the limo. We're all going to go in style, we're all going to go in luxury. There were ladies dressed in long dresses, they were beautiful. One lady had long white gloves, and she had this lovely, long, beautiful evening dress. Lovely blue, it went all the way down. It was lovely, and it was just absolutely elegant. There was nothing that was lurid or decadent about it. It just looked absolutely elegant. It was just right to look elegant. Yeah, it was lovely. It was like a touch of the old days. She was getting in, and I looked down at me, and I wasn't even dressed. I was, a pair of shorts on. So I went running off to the main house, and I started digging around for my clothes. I thought, what do I want to wear? I've got this organised, and then I wasn't organised at all. And then I kind of looked around, and I looked up, and I thought, well, this is really actually. I started waking up, and I thought, okay, it's a dream, and then the dream started carrying on. I was trying to get ready. And the dream faded. And I woke up and I thought, okay, don't worry about it, because I was quite worried about it, but I wasn't ready. I had this rapture dream, and it was a case that I wasn't ready. And that really spurred me on in my walk with the Lord to actually say, get myself ready, to start looking at areas in your life that are not right. Things like, what are you looking at on the TV? What are you looking at online? How are you spending your days? What are you doing? Because quite frankly, for the last couple of months, I've been just sitting in an absolute dwell. Maybe I've been in an oppressive spirit or whatever it is, and I haven't been able to get under it. But I get on top of it in the middle of winter. Then I do a whole lot of sport and swimming and that, and then I got these burns on my arms and I couldn't be swimming anymore. And I started eating badly, and I started getting very lazy and started, just doing stuff that wasn't wouldn't say it wasn't appropriate, but it just, just my days just passed. I thought, what am I doing? So anyway, so the Lord's actually saying to me, Alan, get ready. I'm coming soon. And just get ready. And don't bother about, this fact that I was in the shed doing all these bits and pieces meant that I wasn't concerned about the right things. And I'm just wondering what that is. So yeah, I'm going to ponder more and more on it. I'm going to ask the Lord for clarity on those events. So right now, as I pray to the Lord Jesus Christ, I just pray, Lord, that you will give me clarity right now on this dream and where I need to get myself right. Okay. I would also pray for another rapture dream because, I really do want to get these rapture dreams and I want to get something I can put online. So anyway, so that's really good. So yeah, had the rapture dream, 21st of October. It was a wedding. I was planned to go. People were getting dressed. People were getting elegant. I wasn't wearing the right clothes. I was late. I had to get into my outfit. In other words, my clothes were actually what I needed to prepare for this wedding. I needed to get myself ready. I needed to get myself cleaned up. And the cleaning up was actually just sorting out what's happening on in my life. So, yeah. Plus that, I was prompted to read Ephesians 5, specifically verses 1 to 4. But really, if you start looking at verses 5, 6, 7, and 8, and proceeding on to the middle of the chapter, you see that we're to get ready for the arrival of the Lord, but that people are not going to be acceptable in heaven unless they have certain attributes. And those attributes don't only mean just believing in Jesus Christ. That means actually living the life. That's where the Lord's got me directed at the moment.